Hi, my name is Jael DePardo, and I am so happy to be hosting this special segment, raising awareness about the issue of stalking, but in particular, cyberstalking. January is recognized as National Stalking Awareness Month, and unfortunately, this is a prevalent issue in our society. And while we're spending more and more time online, the public has been thrust even further into using technology on a consistent basis. So for many, their online presence is going on night and day. And we want to take this opportunity to highlight the dangers of cyberstalking, which uses technology to attack anyone at any time. And being a survivor of cyberstalking myself, I am so happy to be able to sit with Safe Horizons' own Vice President of Information Technologies, Wendell Thomas, who's going to join us to share some important tips on what to look for, some of the signs, and how to protect ourselves from cyberstalking. Hi, Wendell. How are you?
Good. Hi, Jael. I'm good. It's a pleasure to speak to you today and the audience about
Thank
this topic.
you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you were able to join us. So I want to start off by asking, what exactly is stalking?
Sure. So stalking is from, being followed, harassing phone calls, gifts sent to your house, gifts sent to your office, just things that are consistent and makes you feel uncomfortable.
Right. So like unwanted gifts and those unwanted calls that are happening, you might even ask for the person to stop and they don't.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So now we are online all the time. And the way I like to put it, I feel that the internet has become an unprecedented new tool for abuse. Considering that I went through this myself, I would love to hear from you more about cyberstalking and exactly what that is and what it looks like.
Sure. So cyberstalking, it's the digital form of the typical stalking we just talked about. So cyberstalking happens and on the digital platform, from social media to text messages, emails, anything that's on the digital realm. You can receive annoying text messages, um, instant messages on Facebook that's not stopping, being harassed. And then when that happens, you know that the line has been crossed and you're a victim of cyber stalking. Some of the messages that cyber stalking victims receive, for instance, can go from sexual harassment, sexual extortion, there's bullying, and also putting things into place to have the victim have a bad reputation.
Absolutely. I completely understand. I've seen this happen. And it's interesting, sometimes I think personally, when someone is dealing with cyberstalking and, in my personal experience, the cyberstalker was saying particular things publicly and then privately being more aggressive and bullying me, where people weren't seeing that, but then he was saying other things publicly. And so some of those inconsistencies were interesting to see, but overall the feeling that I got was a constant chronic sense of anxiety. I was feeling like I was looking over my shoulder all the time. And I think this is the feeling that most victims of cyberstalking get. Sometimes you'll get a message that particularly that you understand between you and your abuser, but to the outside might not mean that much, but that it's some kind of blackmail or emotional coercion. So it's interesting to hear that from you.
Yes, and so you can imagine in the digital form, this way the cyber stalker can seem in public to be the good guy, And while texting you harassing messages, right, to make you be the bad guy should you complain. Another thing that has been, another area that has increased is revenge porn. More people are working from home. They're dating online. We're doing more of our relationships online. So revenge porn is also a big area that has increased in and cyber stalking. There's a lot of a lot of victims of this crime.
Absolutely. You're talking about how sometimes cyber stalking is done to ruin someone's reputation. And with revenge porn, it's easy to even destroy someone's career.
That's true. That's true. Cyber stalkers, one of the things they do is contact your friends, your colleagues. They just make it in a way to make your life miserable. And then again, doing it this time over a digital platform.
Right.
And just also know that cyber stalking is, it's not a one-time thing. These people don't do it. The perpetrators don't do it one time. It's planned and it's consistent.
Yes, absolutely. And as you mentioned, in my personal experience, I had all these unwanted messages. I mean, they were coming from all kinds of platforms, but the person was also contacting my friends, contacting my family, and anyone that had any degrees of connection to me.
Yes, and that's what they, unfortunately, the online platform makes it easier for cyber stalkers to harass their victims. If you think about it, in the past, doing it in the physical, there's a lot of work to do that. And it's easier now to, in one way, I'm texting you with my phone, but I'm also online with Facebook putting flattering things about myself, or and the victim.
Absolutely. I understand. It's made it, unfortunately, it's made it easier for these kinds of predators.
That's true.
Well, thank you so much, Wendell, for that information. It's good to know these particular signs.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.